Hello Cancer, this is Victoria from Mindful Bamboo and I'm here with your Tarot October forecast. As always, we'll be looking at your love life, your career and workspace, and at the end we'll pull some guidance from the universe on how to best utilize the energy of the month of October. I will also get your message from the Love Oracle cards around your love life. Doesn't really matter whether you have somebody specific in your mind or you're single, you're looking to attract love, you know you need to heal something within yourself before you are ready to attract love. That will be the guidance. And we'll start as always with an oracle message. Today I'm using the Monology deck. I've only started using it recently. It's a classic deck, pretty cool. Without further ado, let's get started. Oh, of course, remember that this is a general read. This is a reading for Sun, Moon, and Rising Cancer. So if you're checking for your sun sign, check out for videos for your other placements. I'm pretty much done with all of them by now. If not, that the remaining couple of readings are going to be there within hours. And take what resonates for you and leave what doesn't. If you like my readings, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. I will be sharing details around the sweepstakes that you can enter to win a free reading, personal reading with me, but you'll need to be subscribed to know the details. All right, so Cancer, you have Void, of course, Moon. Nothing will come of this situation. I mean, you know, it sounds a little pessimistic, but if you think about it, sometimes we are overly concerned about something, like, you know, making a big deal out of something. And basically this message is like, nothing big is going to come out of it, so don't worry about it. It's just a passing energy. It's supposed to show you something and then it's going to leave you space. Or also, if you are considering whether, you know, that you're supposed to invest a lot of energy into something, but you have your doubts, this could be a confirmation that maybe it's not worth all of those efforts. And maybe, maybe that's the voice of your intuition actually, and it's right, and maybe you shouldn't. Or at least I would say, if in doubt, just give it a little more time. When you have more information, when events are gonna unfold naturally, and then you can decide. So don't rush with the decision, at least. For your love life, you have Two of Wands, Queen of Cups, could be dealing with a water sign. Cancer is a water sign, or it could also be, Scorpio or Pisces. Death, this is a Scorpio card. For your career space, we have Six of Wands. I'll comment on all of this in a minute. The World, this is Capricorn. A lot of people are getting the World card during this time, which I think is pretty significant. And Nine of Coins. And then the advice, we have Four of Coins, Seven of Wands, and the Magician. This is Gemini energy. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords. Yeah, so you see, the truth is very valuable in the situation you're going through. And if it's not apparent yet, they don't rush with, somebody just talking you into it. Make sure that you get the truth, that you get the information of what is it really about before you make any big commitments to it. Let's put it that way. So yeah, here I see strongly that this is, if anything, this connection is like a gateway to your personal transformation. And mind that because it's a collective reading, I can't really go too much into detail on one scenario, but I see a couple of scenarios at least here. One where the transformation is in you, within you, and the relationship is kind of a karmic situationship that's supposed to teach you something, and then the person will depart, right? Like, this is like a passing energy. For others, it's not even about another person. This is entirely your story, right? And you are going through a lot right now. You may be overwhelmed with emotions. There may be some kind of events in your life, and sometimes, of course, means actual passing of somebody, but it can also mean the ending of something big, like ending of a relationship, ending your employment somewhere. Maybe you're relocating, so your life in the old place is over, right? Is at the end of it. Whatever it is, it's like this big time of moving into a new space, hence the portal and the gateway here, right? Making new choices. And that's what's important. If it's a specific relationship that is teaching you emotional intelligence, but these days, sometimes people see emotional intelligence, like when they hear the term, they think it's about being reserved and polite and respectful, because sometimes, especially in the workplace, it may have that connotation. But it's not that, and it's not necessarily that you are suddenly, calm and you're telling everyone you're doing fine and that's your emotional intelligence. No, what I mean here is that you really can read what's going on, right, with others and with yourself. Most importantly here, I get the emphasis on self. You understand what's happening with you. You can deduce that by being emotionally intelligent with yourself. And that's the key knowledge. And that's what's causing a lot of the transformation for you, personal transformation. Because, maybe you suddenly realize that this work is giving you a lot of anxiety. Maybe you realize that you don't feel love in this relationship. Like even you don't feel love towards the other person. So why are we still together? Only because we've been married for 15 years? Is that a good enough reason? You know what I mean? Like how that emotional intelligence, that awareness can really lead to major transformations. For your career space, we see 6 of Wands, the World, 9 of Coins. So this is, again, very interesting point here. There is some kind of a win, some kind of a celebration. But I'm almost hearing, there's a very interesting scenario here. I'm hearing that for a lot of you, you realize that that's not necessarily the victory you want. Or, like it may be on paper, but it doesn't make you feel good. Or that you've burnt yourself out so that, you'll need another 3 months to recover. And so it's kind of bittersweet, right? Like everyone's congratulating you, but deep down you're like, I don't know about that. Is it really? So you decide this is like the world is closing a cycle. So you're like, okay, this is it. I'm not doing that anymore. And you're starting a fresh journey. It could be even if you're working out for a company, this is a freelancer job, or you're an entrepreneur, you're like, okay, finally I want to be doing what I want and create my own rules so I don't have to just jump through hoops for somebody else. Something along those lines. In any case, there is a closure of a big cycle for how you want to change things up. And I would say if you don't have necessarily in mind the entrepreneurship, then the other side of it is think about your own needs and wants here, right? 9 of Pentacles is about recognizing what makes you happy, right? What's about your personal space and fulfillment, right? What's the Eden's garden like for you? And maybe for some you'll think, you know what, I don't want to be doing any work at all, at least for the next 6 months. I can afford it, and that's what's gonna make me happy right now, and that's also fine. Advice: we have 4 of Coins, 7 of Wands, and the Magician. So you may feel guided to protect your resources, right? Maybe even create some savings or more savings. Like though you can sense that there will be time where you'll need to, be very honest and put yourself on the line and take some risks. And you would want to have some of that protection, not maybe overly, not being too worried about it, but that will make you more comfortable and will help you go farther if you have that, savings for the rainy day or some backup plan. Like if this doesn't work out, or if they don't hear me, or they get offended with my point, then I will have something to live by, right? Don't go all in. I'm hearing, don't put everything on the line right now. It's not going to be reasonable. And even with the Magician, who we know has like the ultimate power to alchemize and to create, they still need some kind of resources to begin with, right? They don't create out of thin air. They can transform, but not necessarily just start with nothing, right? So this is the bottom line that I'm getting for you, Cancer, this month. But there will be chances, like you will need the resources to create, to invest, to go far in life, not just to kind of like, okay, I need money for rent, food, whatever else, but you'll need the resources to realize your dreams. And resources, I gave you an example with finances, but of course it can be time, it can be your energy, and any kind of other resources you can think of. Let's get some messages in love for Cancer. The Sword and Rose. I don't think I've gotten this yet. Anything else? Okay, we'll just take the first one. And Soulmate. Oh my god, so beautiful. What's this one? Clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, power. I mean, we saw that already. We knew that, right? So clarity is key. Truth is like the biggest commodity, the most expensive one in this case. Because like I was saying at the beginning, it will open you up to transformation. And speaking of transformation, soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. The soulmate is coming into your life, and it can be a new person for some. If it can also be the same person, but this will be like a completely new level of connection for the two of you. Once you've discovered that inner truth, going back to that emotional intelligence, once you've transformed, you can then relate to each other on a very different level, and that could be a true soul connection then. Beautiful. I love this for your Cancer. I'm happy for you guys. I am gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. And of course, I have my show on mindfulness every Friday night, or you can watch the recording. There is a playlist with the same name on this channel. It's called Mindfully Awake, and you can see all the episodes that have aired so far. I love you all, and until next time,